The journey of obtaining a U.S. green card is one of profound transformation, similar to embarking on a journey to a new country filled with excitement, challenges, and unexpected encounters. As I began my exploration of Munich's Old Town, Altstadt, I couldn't help but draw parallels between this vibrant city and the opportunities offered by the green card. Much like discovering a new city, obtaining a green card opens up new horizons, new environments, and even the possibility of a fresh start. Let's take a deeper dive into this process while simultaneously exploring the beauty and historical richness of Munich, offering a blend of reflection and inspiration. The morning begins with a stroll around the bustling Karlsplatz, one of the main gateways into Munich's Old Town. Just like the anticipation and excitement before receiving the U.S. green card, the first step into this area signifies entering a new chapter in life, full of endless possibilities. It is here where history and modernity intertwine, much like the journey you embark on when moving to America. Karlsplatz. Known as a historical gateway, Karlsplatz opens up the city's heart, much like the green card opens the door to a new life in the U.S. Filled with tourists, locals, and a diversity of cultures, it is the perfect starting point for discovering Munich, just as the green card opens up avenues to explore new opportunities. St. Michael's Church. As we admire the Renaissance architecture of this church, I couldn't help but think of how the process of applying for a green card involves navigating through layers of complexity, laws, and paperwork. Similar to the beauty and intricacy of St. Michael's, the green card journey is not an easy one but brings a sense of grandeur and purpose once obtained. The wild boar statue, Sitzender Keiler. Interacting with the wild boar statue, by rubbing its snout for luck, reminds me of the common belief that acquiring a green card requires a bit of good fortune. While effort, time, and patience play major roles, a little bit of luck in navigating through the system certainly helps. It's a reminder that, sometimes, the journey to success requires both diligence and a bit of serendipity. Frauenkirche. Known as the iconic Catholic Church of Munich, Frauenkirche is a must-see, though I only pass by since a service is taking place. It reminded me of the many moments during the green card process when one must wait patiently, respecting the process as it unfolds, just as I had to respect the ongoing Mass in this revered place. New Town Hall, Neues Rathaus, and Marienplatz Square. Here lies the heart of Munich, a hub of activity that is symbolic of the opportunities that the U.S. green card represents. Just as this town hall brings people together in the center of the city, the green card brings people from all over the world into the U.S., uniting individuals in a land of opportunity. Inside the new town hall, from the grand fountains to the modern upper floors, much like the U.S., the new town hall shows how progress coexists with tradition. The green card, too, allows individuals to blend their unique cultures with American society, creating a community that thrives on diversity and opportunity. The observation deck. Though not yet open, the observation deck offers a glimpse of what lies ahead. The anticipation of the observation deck mirrors the excitement of what's to come in life after receiving the green card, endless vistas of possibilities and opportunities. Nearby attractions, the Munich Toy Museum and Juliet Capulet's statue offer a whimsical touch, and their underlying themes, love and joy, are what you seek when moving to a new country. The green card offers the possibility of new beginnings, whether it's finding love, career fulfillment, or personal growth. Just as touching Juliet's statue promises love, acquiring a green card promises a life filled with opportunities for a fresh start. Viktualienmarkt. Famous for its traditional market and beer garden, Viktualienmarkt is where you can experience Munich's true heart, its culture. Similarly, the green card offers the opportunity to experience and embrace the diverse cultural fabric of the U.S. It's a place to create new connections, build relationships, and immerse yourself in a new way of life. As I continued my exploration, the experience became a metaphor for the challenges and rewards of the green card process. At times, the journey may feel overwhelming, much like navigating Munich's busy streets and ancient structures. But there's beauty in the challenge. A reminder that every part of the process, whether it's submitting your application, waiting for approval, or adjusting to your new life, contributes to the fulfillment of your goal. The patience required mirrors the renovations happening at Assamkirche, a beautiful church I couldn't enter due to ongoing repairs. This too reminds us that some things take time to perfect. I ended the morning with a simple stop at the Edeka supermarket to buy bread for a light breakfast. This experience of enjoying simple pleasures in a new city relates to the ease that comes with receiving a green card. It's a moment of simplicity amid complexity. Once you have your green card, the basic aspects of life, like finding a home, starting a job, or enjoying a peaceful day, become more accessible while the challenges fade into the background. Reflecting on my journey through Munich and the challenges of obtaining a green card, I wonder, what was your experience like when you first arrived in a new country or applied for a visa? Was it overwhelming, or did you feel a sense of excitement? Choose 1 if you've ever applied for a green card or moved to a new country. Choose 0 if you haven't had this experience yet. By the end of day 1 in Munich, I had not only explored the city's rich history, but also learned valuable lessons about patience, perseverance, and new beginnings. These same qualities are essential when navigating the complex journey of obtaining a U.S. green card. Whether you're moving to Munich or pursuing your American dream, the journey will require both effort and resilience. And like every great adventure, the path you take will ultimately lead to a new and fulfilling chapter in your life. The green card is not just a document, it's a key that unlocks the door to your future. The journey to obtaining a U.S. green card, one of the most significant milestones in a person's life, is much like exploring the city of Munich, a place full of history, culture, and new opportunities. As I attended a special event at Munich's town hall, the Clock Tower puppet show made me reflect on how traditions and rituals from the past can influence our present and future. The green card process isn't just an administrative task. It's an opportunity to start anew, rebuild, and even find opportunities you never imagined before. In the course of exploring Munich, I had the chance to witness a special event at Munich's town hall. Exactly at 12 o'clock, the Clock Tower began its puppet show, a cultural landmark of the city. This performance is not only part of Munich's heritage, but also reflects significant historical events, much like the journey of obtaining a U.S. green card, which opens up new opportunities and transforms lives. On the second floor of the Clock Tower, the puppet show reenacts the wedding of Wilhelm V, a major historical event in Munich. This lavish scene made me think of the transformations the green card brings to its holders. Wilhelm V's wedding marks a significant change, much like receiving a green card, a major shift in one's personal life, transitioning from being a citizen of another country to a legal resident of the U.S. This wedding isn't just about love and connection, it's a milestone of change in society and culture. Similarly, the green card offers not only the opportunity to live in the U.S., but also serves as a symbol of integration, a connection between different cultures. It allows those who hold it to contribute to American society and become a part of something larger. On the first floor of the Clock Tower, the puppet show transitions to another theme, a celebration following the passing of the Black Death, a major pandemic. This reminded me of the challenges people face in life and how they overcome them to find hope and new opportunities. Just like after a major crisis such as the Black Death, the U.S. green card brings a glimmer of hope for those who have endured life's hardships. In this context, the green card isn't just a piece of paper that allows you to live and work in the U.S. It is a symbol of recovery, a new life after challenges. Much like the people in the celebration, those who hold the green card find freedom and the chance to start over, build a new life, and contribute to a new society. Obtaining a U.S. green card is no easy feat. It requires overcoming many challenges and legal procedures. However, it is precisely these challenges that give the green card its value. Much like the puppet show at Munich's town hall, every small detail in this journey has significance, and each step, whether difficult or easy, contributes to the fulfillment of a larger goal. Just like waiting for the most exciting parts of the puppet show, the green card process requires patience. However, just as the show's beautiful scenes make the wait worthwhile, the reward that comes with receiving the green card is well worth the patience. Once you have your green card, everything becomes more accessible. Finding a job, starting a family, and living your new life in the U.S. Much like participating in Wilhelm V's wedding, the green card also gives you the chance to integrate into a new culture. You get to meet new people, experience different values, and contribute to American society in your own way. This is an opportunity to expand your horizons and build a future that is both stable and full of possibilities. The celebration after the Black Death is a symbol of recovery and rebirth. Similarly, the green card represents a new life, a fresh opportunity. After overcoming challenges and difficulties, you get to start again and build the life you've always dreamed of. Surely in life, everyone faces significant challenges. If you have ever applied for a green card or moved to a new country, did you feel the same way I did when witnessing these major events or celebrations? Please share your story with me. Choose 1 if you have ever applied for a green card or moved to a new country. Choose 0 if you have never gone through this experience. Through my journey exploring Munich and attending special events at the town hall, I realized that obtaining a U.S. green card is not just an administrative task, but an opportunity to rebuild, overcome challenges, and seek new opportunities. Much like the puppet shows that reenact significant historical events in Munich, the green card is a symbol of connection, change, and opportunity. Be patient and seize the opportunity to open a new door where you can start fresh and build a life full of hope and success. The green card is not just a document. It is the key to your future. The pursuit of a U.S. green card is much like exploring a new world, a journey filled with historical significance, personal transformation, and new opportunities. As I spent the afternoon visiting Munich's Residence Palace, I couldn't help but draw parallels between the royal history that shaped this place and the opportunities that await those who obtain a green card to the U.S. The resplendent architecture, the rich history, and the subtle monotony of some parts of the palace reflect the excitement and challenges of starting over in a new country. This article takes you through the exploration of Munich's royal palace while intertwining the journey of obtaining a green card, shedding light on how they both symbolize transformation, patience, and opportunity. The Munich Residence Palace is an iconic landmark, standing as the former royal palace of the Bavarian monarchs. It represents the grandeur and heritage of the region, much like the U.S. green card represents the grandeur of new opportunities for those wishing to start a new life in the United States. The afternoon spent exploring this historic site resonated deeply with me, as it mirrored the process of obtaining a green card, full of both excitement and moments of realization about what lies ahead. The Residence Palace is the largest city palace in Germany, serving as the former residence of the Bavarian kings. For centuries, it stood as a symbol of power, wealth, and stability, qualities that, in many ways, reflect the promise of the U.S. green card. When you obtain a green card, you're given the opportunity to build a life of stability, wealth and experience, and power to pursue your dreams. As I explored the various parts of the palace, I found myself deeply immersed in the art, architecture, and rich history that each section represented. The residence, much like the journey of obtaining a green card, has several distinct stages and experiences, each contributing to the whole picture of your journey. The Ahnengallery, or Ancestor Gallery, is home to 121 royal portraits, each one representing a different chapter in the history of the Bavarian monarchy. As I stood before each portrait, I couldn't help but draw a parallel to the idea of legacy. When you embark on the green card process, you're not just applying for a piece of paper. You're continuing a legacy of ambition, determination, and resilience. Much like the royal ancestors who shaped the course of history, those who successfully navigate the process of obtaining a green card are stepping into a long tradition of people who made the difficult choice to start over in a new land and contribute to a society that values diversity and progress. The portraits on display in the gallery are more than just historical artifacts. They are symbols of identity, achievement, and persistence. In a similar way, each step of your green card journey is a portrait of your own identity, a reflection of the resilience required to pursue this life-changing opportunity. The Antiquarium, a 66-meter-long hall filled with classical sculptures, further enhances the grandiosity of the residence. As I wandered through this hall, I was struck by the detailed sculptures that have withstood the test of time. Similarly, obtaining a green card requires patience and perseverance, qualities that are echoed in the preservation of these timeless works of art. Each sculpture, although different, contributes to the overall beauty of the hall, just as each experience and challenge contributes to the larger journey of obtaining a green card. Much like the sculptures in the antiquarium, your journey to obtaining the green card may seem to be a series of steps, sometimes long and arduous, but ultimately contributing to the final outcome, a new beginning in the United States. The royal rooms of the residence are an eclectic mix of different decorative styles, each room uniquely different from the other. While some of these rooms were awe-inspiring in their initial grandeur, I found that after visiting several of them, they began to feel somewhat similar. This experience reminded me of how, during the green card process, you may face moments of repetition, waiting, and uncertainty, where it seems as though everything is blending together. However, much like the royal rooms, each step of the process brings you closer to something greater, and the sense of familiarity and repetition is simply part of the journey toward the ultimate goal. At times, the path to securing a green card can feel repetitive, with long waits for responses, multiple steps to complete, and obstacles to overcome. However, these challenges are part of what makes the reward of receiving the green card so meaningful. Each room in the residence, though similar, contributes to the larger experience, just as each step in the green card process ultimately contributes to the achievement of your goal. The residence palace, with its grandeur and its intricacies, symbolizes the journey of transformation, a journey that anyone pursuing a green card must undergo. There are moments of awe and excitement, but there are also moments of repetition and monotony. In the end, however, the process is one that leads to opportunity. Much like the majestic experience of visiting the residence leads to a deeper appreciation for history and culture. Much like the royal portraits in the Annan Gallery, the green card journey is a legacy of perseverance, ambition, and transformation. Obtaining a green card opens doors to a new future, allowing you to transform your life and contribute to a society full of diverse opportunities. The residence's legacy of royal history and the legacy you create by earning your green card are both rooted in a desire for success and stability. As with the long haul of the antiquarium, the green card journey requires patience and perseverance. It's easy to feel as if the steps are dragging on without visible progress, but just as each sculpture in the hall contributes to the overall aesthetic, each step in the green card process is crucial in helping you achieve the ultimate goal. Perseverance, just like the preservation of these classical sculptures, will lead you to success. The royal rooms, though repetitive at times, ultimately lead to the realization that each room has its own unique charm and value. Similarly, while the green card process may seem like a series of challenges, each challenge brings you closer to a new beginning in the US. The green card opens doors to countless opportunities, whether in career, education, or personal growth. Reflecting on my exploration of the residence palace and the green card journey, I wonder, have you ever experienced a moment of repetition or waiting that made you question the process? How did you push through it, and what kept you motivated? Choose one if you have ever applied for a green card or moved to a new country. Choose 0 if you have never gone through this experience. As my afternoon in Munich came to a close, I couldn't help but reflect on the lessons learned from both the residence palace and the journey of obtaining a US green card. Much like the palace, filled with history, beauty, and hidden repetitions, the process of obtaining a green card is filled with challenges, moments of waiting, and sometimes monotony. However, at the end of the journey lies the reward, a new beginning, filled with opportunities for growth, success, and contribution. The green card is not just a document, it's a key that unlocks the door to a bright and promising future. The pursuit of a US green card is a journey filled with anticipation, challenges, and eventual transformation. Much like the way we experience a new culture and adapt to different environments, obtaining a green card opens up a world of possibilities in a new land. As I spent my evening immersed in Munich's rich beer culture, I couldn't help but reflect on how cultural exploration mirrors the process of building a new life after receiving a green card. From the warm welcome at Hotel Montreux to the bustling atmosphere at Augustiner Keller, my experience with German beer culture serves as a reminder of the excitement and fulfillment that comes with embracing a fresh start in the US. As my first day in Munich came to a close, I had the opportunity to dive into one of the most iconic aspects of Bavarian culture: beer. Germany, and particularly Munich, is known worldwide for its beer gardens and beer culture. Much like obtaining a US green card, immersing yourself in a new culture, whether it's the culture of beer in Munich or the cultural melting pot of the US, is an exciting and rewarding experience that opens up new opportunities and connections. After a day full of historical exploration and cultural immersion, I checked into my hotel, Hotel Montreux. The hotel, though simple, offered a sense of warmth and comfort, a perfect base to rest and reflect on the day's discoveries. Much like receiving a US green card, checking into this hotel marked a moment of arrival. It's a beginning, a step forward into something new. Similarly, when you obtain your green card, it's like arriving at a destination where you can settle down and start creating a new life, full of possibilities. Augustiner Keller, one of the 3 largest beer gardens in Munich, was the perfect setting to dive deeper into German culture. The energy of the place was palpable as locals and tourists gathered around long wooden tables, raising their glasses in unison, celebrating life, tradition, and camaraderie. The experience was a reflection of the community spirit that is at the heart of both German beer culture and the essence of the American dream. Just as the green card process brings people together from all walks of life, the beer garden fosters a sense of unity and belonging, where diverse individuals come together over a shared love for beer and good company. For the first round of dinner, I was served Haxen, roast pork knuckle, along with a liter of beer. The hearty, flavorful pork knuckle was a perfect pairing with the refreshing beer, symbolizing the hearty, down-to-earth spirit of Bavarian cuisine. Just as a green card grants you the opportunity to enjoy new experiences, this meal was a reminder of how the simple things in life, good food, good drink, and good company, create lasting memories. In a way, receiving a green card is like sharing that first hearty meal in a new land, where everything feels exciting and full of promise. The second round of dinner introduced me to another classic German dish: sausages, accompanied by a beer cola, a mixture of beer and cola that I mistakenly thought was dark beer. This mistake reminded me of the way we sometimes misinterpret or misunderstand things when venturing into the unknown. Much like when we first apply for a green card and don't fully grasp the complexities of the process. However, just as I quickly learned to appreciate the unique taste of beer cola, the process of obtaining a green card, though complex, opens up a whole new world of possibilities and rewards once you understand it fully. After the hearty meals and delicious drinks, I couldn't help but feel satisfied and content. My stomach was full, but more importantly, my heart was full of excitement for the journey ahead. Much like the satisfaction of a good meal, the green card journey, though long and challenging, leads to a sense of fulfillment and the anticipation of what's to come. Whether it's enjoying the rich flavors of German cuisine or embracing the opportunities in the US, the green card offers a gateway to new experiences, new connections, and a new chapter in your life. Reflecting on my journey through Munich's beer culture and the green card process, I wonder, have you ever experienced a moment of excitement when immersing yourself in a new culture or a new country? What was it like for you when you took that first step towards something new? Choose 1 if you have ever moved to a new country or experienced a new culture. Choose 0 if you have not yet had this experience. The evening spent in Munich's beer garden was more than just a cultural experience. It was a metaphor for the journey of obtaining a green card. From the excitement of the first drink to the warmth of the community spirit, this experience mirrored the green card process in many ways. The green card isn't just a document, it's an entry into a new world, much like the first sip of beer at Augustiner Keller, which opens up a new and exciting chapter in your life. Just as the beer garden brings people together, the green card allows you to become part of a larger community. In the US, you're not just gaining legal residency, you're gaining access to a vast network of people, opportunities, and experiences. The sense of belonging that I felt in Munich, sitting at a communal table with strangers and friends alike, is the same sense of belonging that the green card offers. It's a place where you can create your own story, find your own community, and contribute to a larger society. Much like my initial misunderstanding of the beer cola, the green card journey requires patience and understanding. There are moments when things aren't clear, when the process seems overwhelming, and when the end goal feels distant. But just as I quickly learned to enjoy the unique flavor of beer cola, the green card process, with all its complexities, ultimately leads to something truly rewarding. It's a journey that, though full of challenges, is worth every step. The green card is a symbol of new beginnings, and so is the experience of enjoying a meal in a foreign country. Whether it's the first sip of beer in Munich or the first day at a new job in the US, each moment is an opportunity to start fresh, embrace new experiences, and build a new life. The green card offers you that chance. Just as every meal at Augustiner Keller brought new flavors and experiences to savor, the green card offers endless opportunities to explore and create your new chapter. As I finished my evening at the beer garden, I couldn't help but reflect on how the green card journey parallels the experience of exploring a new culture. Whether it's enjoying a hearty meal, making new connections, or embracing the opportunities that lie ahead, the green card represents a new life filled with possibilities. It's a journey of patience, discovery, and eventual fulfillment. A journey that, like the rich culture of Munich, is both challenging and rewarding. And just like the final sip of beer at the end of the night, obtaining a green card signifies the start of something truly exciting and full of promise. The pursuit of a US green card is not just a bureaucratic process. It is the start of a new chapter in life, filled with new opportunities, challenges, and the excitement of building a future. Much like exploring a vibrant city like Munich, the green card journey allows individuals to dive into new experiences and embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. From the thrilling atmosphere of Allianz Arena to the peaceful gardens of Nymphenburg Palace, my second day in Munich was full of contrasts. Just like the green card process itself, where patience, perseverance, and anticipation play vital roles in achieving a new life. Let's take a look at how this day, filled with sports, relaxation, and discovery, mirrors the journey of obtaining a US green card. The day began with a trip to Allianz Arena, the home of Bayern Munich, one of the most successful football clubs in Europe. This stadium, with its distinctive design and vibrant energy, is not just a sports arena, but a cultural landmark in Munich. Just as the green card represents an entry point into the dynamic and diverse culture of the US, Allianz Arena represents the passion and dedication of the city's love for soccer. The excitement of visiting this venue is much like the excitement that comes with receiving a green card: anticipation, energy, and the promise of a new adventure. The purpose of my visit to Allianz Arena was more than just to see the stadium. It was to understand how deeply embedded soccer is in the culture of Munich. Football is not just a sport here, it's a way of life. Similarly, obtaining a green card is more than a legal step. It's a cultural shift, a way to enter into the vibrant mosaic that is American society. As I stood near the entrance of the stadium, gazing at the iconic design of Allianz Arena, I realized how the green card also symbolizes this sense of belonging. Finding a place in a society where you can pursue your passions and contribute to its cultural fabric. I started my visit by exploring the FC Bayern store, a space that reflects the pride and heritage of the club. Just as obtaining a green card involves immersing yourself in a new community, visiting the store was a way to experience the cultural depth and excitement that soccer brings to Munich. While I didn't take the full stadium tour, just being in the vicinity of such a prestigious institution reminded me of how the green card opens doors to unique experiences in the US. It's not just about paperwork. It's about becoming part of something larger, whether it's a football club, a community, or a country. After the excitement of the morning, I made my way to Nymphenburg Palace, a stunning summer residence that offers a peaceful respite from the hustle and bustle of the city. As I walked through the palace grounds, I reflected on the calmness of the gardens and the sense of tranquility they offered. Much like the green card process, there are moments of pause, reflection, and patience. The palace, though grand, provided a peaceful environment, similar to the peace that comes once you have navigated the complexities of obtaining a green card and are ready to start a new life. I decided not to go inside the palace, as I had already explored the Munich Residence, a similar historic venue. This decision mirrored how, after going through the most intense parts of the green card process, you may find moments of repetition or things that feel familiar. Just as I opted for a peaceful walk through the palace gardens instead of entering the building, there are times in the green card process where you have to take a step back, reflect, and enjoy the quiet moments before the next big chapter begins. I spent the afternoon strolling through the lush gardens and along the canal at Nymphenburg Palace. The serene environment was a perfect place for reflection, just as the green card process is a time for introspection and planning for the future. Much like the peaceful surroundings at Nymphenburg, life after obtaining a green card offers an opportunity to relax, reflect, and start fresh. It's a moment to take in the beauty of what lies ahead and appreciate the hard work it took to get there. I found a bench along the canal and sat down to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. In that moment, I realized how important it is to take time for oneself, to rest and reflect on the journey thus far. Just as I took a moment to relax in Nymphenburg, the green card process encourages patience and self-care. It's not always about the destination. It's about enjoying the journey and taking the time to appreciate where you are, both physically and emotionally, before moving on to the next stage. The gardens at Nymphenburg Palace are also a popular spot for wedding photos, symbolizing the new beginnings and fresh starts that many seek in their personal lives. Similarly, receiving a green card symbolizes a new chapter, a fresh start filled with possibilities. Just as couples stand at the beginning of their new lives, so too do those who receive a green card, stepping into a new life in the U.S. with the promise of opportunities for love, career, and personal growth. In the late afternoon, I made my way to the Englischer Garten, one of the largest urban parks in the world. The most iconic feature of the park is the river where people surf, a unique and exciting experience that I couldn't resist watching. This moment of adventure reminded me of the excitement and new experiences that come with a green card. Much like the thrill of surfing in the Englischer Garten, obtaining a green card offers an exhilarating opportunity to navigate life in a new country. It's a chance to try something new, to embrace the unexpected, and to carve your own path. The atmosphere at Englischer Garten was lively and full of energy, with people enjoying the sun, music, and activities. It felt like a mini beach within the city, an oasis of joy and freedom. The green card process, much like this vibrant park, opens up a world of opportunities and experiences that are yours for the taking. Once you've overcome the challenges of the process, the freedom to explore new opportunities and live your life to the fullest is within reach. The Englischer Garten is known as the hottest spot in Munich, a place where people gather to relax, socialize, and enjoy life. This bustling, energetic environment reminded me of the excitement and energy that comes with building a new life in the U.S. through the green card. It's the beginning of a new chapter, full of promise, new friendships, and endless opportunities. Reflecting on my day in Munich, from the excitement of Allianz Arena to the tranquility of Nymphenburg Palace and the lively atmosphere of Englischer Garten, I wonder, how do you feel about starting fresh in a new country? Have you experienced a moment where everything felt new and exciting? Choose one if you have ever moved to a new country or started a new chapter in life. Choose 0 if you have not yet experienced this. As my second day in Munich came to a close, I found myself reflecting on the parallels between my experiences in the city and the journey of obtaining a U.S. green card. From the energy and excitement of Allianz Arena to the peace and reflection at Nymphenburg Palace and the lively atmosphere of the Englischer Garten, the day was full of new experiences. Similarly, the green card journey is filled with excitement, challenges, and new opportunities. It is a passage to a new life, full of promise, and much like the new experiences I had in Munich, the green card opens the door to a world full of possibilities. The pursuit of a U.S. green card is often a long and winding journey, one that begins with uncertainty and complexity but ultimately leads to new opportunities and a sense of freedom. Similarly, my journey through Munich, from initial disappointment to final moments of joy and liberation at Englischer Garten, mirrored the experience of obtaining a green card. Much like moving to a new country and settling in, Munich showed me how a city's first impressions can evolve over time, leaving a lasting sense of belonging and fulfillment. This article delves into my personal reflections on Munich, comparing them to the transformative experience of obtaining a U.S. green card, highlighting the growth, change, and the ultimate reward of embracing a new life. When I first arrived in Munich, I had a rather negative impression of the city. The litter scattered around the streets, particularly around the fountains, left me feeling disappointed. It felt as if the city's exterior was not as polished as I had imagined, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of disorder. Similarly, the green card process can begin with feelings of frustration and confusion. The paperwork, the waiting, and the complexity of the system can leave you feeling overwhelmed, much like my initial encounter with the streets of Munich. However, just as Munich's charm slowly revealed itself to me, the green card process is also a journey of discovery. As I ventured deeper into the city, I experienced the rich culture, the stunning architecture, and the vibrancy that make Munich such a captivating place. Similarly, as you progress through the green card process, you begin to see the potential of a new life and the opportunities that await. By the end of my second day in Munich, my perspective had completely shifted. The peaceful serenity of Nymphenburg Palace and the lively energy of Englischer Garten left me with a sense of freedom and excitement. This was the freedom I had been longing for, just like the freedom that comes with obtaining a green card. It is a moment of liberation, where you feel like you are finally in control of your destiny, ready to embrace the world with open arms. As my time in Munich came to an end, I headed to the Saab München bus station, the final stop of my trip. While I had started my journey with doubts and mixed feelings, I left the city with a sense of fulfillment and contentment. Munich, like the green card process, had presented its challenges, but it had also provided me with moments of growth, understanding, and connection. As I boarded the bus, I thought about how my perceptions had evolved. Just as the green card represents a new life and a fresh start, Munich had represented a new chapter for me, one where my initial skepticism had been replaced by admiration and a sense of belonging. The sense of freedom I felt at Englischer Garten was a perfect metaphor for the life I was now ready to embrace in the US through my green card. Reflecting on my changing perception of Munich and my own journey toward obtaining a US green card, I wonder, have you ever had an experience where your initial impressions of something or someone were negative, but later, through time and experience, you discovered a deeper connection? How did that change your perspective? Choose one if you've ever had a similar experience of changing your perspective on something or someone over time. Choose 0 if you haven't experienced this yet. Just as my time in Munich transformed from frustration to freedom, the green card journey transforms an individual from uncertainty to opportunity. The challenges, the waiting, and the moments of doubt all lead to a new chapter in life. A chapter that holds the promise of growth, success, and personal fulfillment. Munich taught me that first impressions are just the beginning, and with time, you can find beauty and purpose in the most unexpected places. Similarly, the green card process, though complex and demanding, leads to a new life filled with endless possibilities. As I left Munich, my final impression of the city was one of warmth and excitement. I was leaving behind a city that had challenged my perceptions and offered me a new understanding of what it means to embrace a new life. This final reflection on Munich, my initial disappointment followed by newfound joy, mirrors the journey of obtaining a green card. Both are about moving through challenges, discovering new perspectives, and ultimately finding a place where you can truly belong. The green card isn't just a document, it is the key to a new life. And just like the freedom I felt at Englischer Garten, it is the freedom to explore, to grow, and to embrace the opportunities that await.